Alright, welcome back to another SMITE guide everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build and play Sol in SMITE. Mainly mid lane and solo lane you could use the same build. It's not going to be a carry build just because I won't be building any of the rings, but I will take you through which items you could replace with some rings. But this is mainly going to be a mid lane build, and you can use it in solo as well just because her sustain helps be really good in solo lane. So without further ado, I'm going to get straight into it. My opinion, by the way, just on everything I'm building, and you can see some of my montages as well. I do pretty well with Sol. She's one of my most played gods. So I'll basically show you what I start, and pretty self-explanatory. So because Death's Toll is 650, 550, you have 300 gold left, and you can do a health chalice. Now that's how I like to start. It just makes the sustain really good for the start of the game. You're basically getting mana and health back from your Death's Toll. You're getting health back from your first tier Bancrofts, and you've got a health chalice. So I've not really ever been out sustained in terms of damage. Now that's just me, or should I say out sustained in terms of damage and health, just because with Sol's passive, her power early game, especially tower push, is just so good that it's just really easy to play her, if I'm 100% honest. She is pretty overpowered in my opinion. They've tried to nerf her a few times, but I just don't think it worked. So that's my start. I'll just go into the items that I do build. So first item is going to be a Bancrofts. Why? Because it's just a busted item with Sol's 1 healing her, and then the Bancrofts healing her, and the Death Toll healing her. It's just a lot of healing, and it's really good, and it gives her really good power as well. And it makes it easier, like if you're diving with your 3, you can kind of attack them and then go out, be immune, but then be able to heal really fast. Especially using your 1 on the minions as well, because the damage heals you and the 1 heals you. So very good, 80% of missing health over 5 seconds, so it's very good. But yeah, Bancroft's kind of a must on Sol. Second item, and now you can kind of choose between Spear of Magus and Spear of Desolation. Personally, I prefer Spear of Magus. Why? Because it gives you 8% lifesteal. Now, the lifesteal combined with the Bancrofts, just again, your sustainability is just crazy. And as you can see from there, 10% lifesteal as well from Bancrofts, that's 20%, and then another 8%. Spear of Magus, 28%. Her 1 healing, combining all of her abilities, her heal is just really good. So that's why I prefer to go Spear of Magus personally. But you can go Spear of Desolation. Now, I was doing a bit of rings, but I just felt like it was a bit half-half. Like, you know, you go in attack speed, you go in ability base. Personally, I think ability base Sol is just better. Why? Because her 3-in-1. Now, her 1 is really good for keeping her heat up, but at the same time, it's also really good for healing. And her 3 is just really good for just diving. You can just kind of press your 3, do whatever, and then kind of go wherever you want. And the more you have your 3 up, the better it is. So I go the ability based, and because I'm going ability based, I'm going to go cooldown next. Chronos Pendant. So now we're kind of sitting on really good sustain, not to mention the passive of Spear of Magus. So you're going to be doing quite a bit of damage on like a single target, and then you will have your abilities up quite often. And like I mentioned before, Spear of Desolation, very good power, cooldown, penetration, a bit of everything, and not to mention the cooldown from this passive as well that you'll be getting up more often. So Spear of Magus there. And then last item, actually I'll talk about Death Toll in a bit, but last item is Rod of Tahuti. Now, in terms of being Sol, I would go this. You can either upgrade the Rod or the Bancrofts. I personally will upgrade to the Ring, or the attack speed, whatever that is. Why? Because that little bit of lifesteal, especially with a fully stack. So basically with... let me like do my ultimate. So with just the passive of Bancrofts and her passive, you're sitting at 2.04 attack speed, which is really good, and you don't even have to buy a ring. So that's why I like to go that one, because at the end of the day, the push on towers and enemy gods just in general, and just like Fire Giant or Gold Fury, is just really helpful with the ring. Now this is the part where it's kind of up to you what you want to do. Personally, I have 2 ways I go. Number 1 is either I go a Death's Embrace if they don't have anti-heal, because then I'm healing from these 2, and then the additional healing from Death's Embrace is crazy, 1.4% of your max health. Now, if they have anti-heal, then it's just no point going into that now. Already your lifesteal from these two will be a bit dampened, I guess you could say. So there's no point wasting it on this item. Yeah, it'll give you 80 power, but I just feel like it's not worth it if you're not really getting the full use out of it. So instead, what I'll do is either I'll go a Death's Temper. Again, it's like a maybe I feel like it, maybe I don't. In this build, I don't like to go where I'll actually sell it. And then I'll choose to go Divine. Why? Because Divine used to be a very meh item before. But now the fact that its passive also does like some damage and just it kind of just works well. They'll always have that little bit of healing that they have like at least one god anyway. So I'll just get Divine there. And it does give you some flat pen along with the Spear of Desolation. And then you also have the percentage pen from Spear Magus and Rod. So it's kind of an all-round, in the middle, really good. Now you got your 30% cooldown. And then you finish off with a red pot. And you get your max cooldown. And that is pretty much it for the build. Just kind of give you a little demo of, you know, how she kind of works. I usually like to do it against a Ra. And I'll kind of show you how you use her. I mean, that was pretty much it. One combo is obviously the 2 ult. If you watch my videos, you'll see that I do the 3-2 ult a lot. So what I'll do is, obviously, if I want my passive up, I'll do that, press my 3. Oh, I don't even have my ult. Never mind. I'm actually going to go reset it. So it's really important to utilize and time the 3. People honestly don't understand how strong it can be. But it's really important to utilize the 3 so that you kind of have the timing of it in mind. You can chase someone, kill them, and still make it out alive, especially under towers. It's like you don't know how much it can help, where if you time it well, you can kill someone, and then when the tower shot actually comes to you, you're actually immune. So the main combo is the 3-2, and they're pretty much destroyed. You pretty much saw that. Relics, I mean, up to you. I'm not really bothered about the relics. Just go whatever. I mean, Aegis is really good. I'd say Aegis is actually a must. So, like I just did before, I'm going to keep my passive up. And then... So, 2-4 is the main one. And the reason I say activate the 3 first is because you can always activate the 3... go in, do whatever damage you want, and then kind of make you out alive, especially if there's a team fight. And that's the main combo. The second one, which I actually want to show you guys, which a lot of people don't understand. Okay, so now follow me. Okay, you see his health there, he's half health. What did the damage? If I press T, there you go, my 3 did 800 damage. The amount of people that don't understand that Soul's 3 does damage is crazy. If I just do this, yeah, follow me, there we go. It's just crazy. So that's the second tactic, which is whenever you're going away, kind of lure them in. So if someone sees you, you know, kind of attack them, and then have them. Okay, well that didn't work because he just kind of stopped. Oh my god, see, you see the damage. So utilize the 3. If you start attacking someone and they're running behind you, kind of, you know, do a zigzag around them, whichever, because the 3 does a lot of damage, like a lot of damage per tick every 0.5 seconds. Basically 6 ticks if you do the 3 seconds. So make sure you're utilizing the 3. That is the main 2 combos. There's not really any of the major ones. Just make sure you always have your heat up. That is my third and biggest advice. People don't realize it, but even if you have to use something, I'm gonna kill this guy. I just want to reset that so I don't have the reduce. So it's just like little things like, okay, so I'm using it. Don't use your one now. Don't use your one now. Remember, it gives you 80%. Okay, use it now. There you go. I'm full heat, and I'm still going. I'm still going. Okay. Okay. Now keep it there. Keep it there. Now there you go. I'm gonna activate my one. And now, you know, the cooldown's going. The cooldown's going. Let it go. Let it go. Keep it up. Keep an eye on the heat. Now activate it. Okay, you've got a little bit left. Oh, it's about to go. It's about to go. Activate your 3. Throw your 2 so you can still use it later. So it's all these little things where I'm on 40% cooldown, but I'm kind of trying to maintain the heat, and that's what people don't understand. A bit like Kronos' passive as well, but you just need to keep an eye on it. And she's absolutely destroyed. And that's the main tips. So I'll just go through them again. Tip number 1 is 3-2. And then ult, obviously 3-2 ult. Constantly maintaining your passive, and then utilize your 3 because it does do damage, and people really don't understand that it does damage. Now, in terms of leveling abilities, I think it's pretty obvious. I like to level my 2 first. Obviously, it's your main clear. Then it's kind of a tough one between the 1 and the 3. Personally, I'll do the 1 just because of the heat that it gives you. The 3 is good for the damage, but late game you'll be doing the damage when you're level 20 anyway. So I'd max the 2, then switch between the 1, 3, and the ult, whichever you want. Probably best, if you ask me, would be 2, 1, 1, and 2, and then 1 and 4, just alternate between them whenever you can level your ult, because the burst with your ult will be absolutely amazing. And then do your 3 in between whenever you can, but 2, 1, 4, 3 would be the best one in my opinion, because the 1 for the heat, the ult for the burst, and the 2 obviously for the clay. And that is about it. For solo lane, it's about the same. Now, again, with the Death's Toll Bancroft start, your sustain is absolutely amazing, and you can't really be out-sustained in that lane. I struggle sometimes against like a Guan Yu or a Vamana or a Chak, but in general, it's just really good as a Sol. Now, obviously, you won't be tanky late game, so that's where it can affect you, but in general, it is really good. Lastly, I'm going to go through, if you do want to build a ring, personally, I'd get rid of the Spear and go Cyclopean Ring instead. Why? Because, again, it does give some cooldown, it helps with the ability based. You could actually do Spear of Desolation, but I just feel like the passive is amazing. Yeah, you'll be capped with the potion at 50%, but it's just a really good item. It'll give you 25% attack speed, 10% cooldown, but the main thing is the 8% of your target's maximum health. It's like a Kins, basically. That's just me trying to get my passive. Now I'm at 2.31 with basically, you know, one ring basically. Which is why obviously you don't need more than 1 ring anyway. So yeah, that's about it. If you do have any questions, leave in the comments below. But this is the build I've been using. I've also got a Sol montage that I just made. It's only like a minute long, but you'll kind of see me utilizing builds like this and just see me shredding people. I even get a quadra kill at one point. So make sure you check that out. If you do want to see any other specific gods, let me know in the comments below. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.